What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Seems like I'm pretty damn popular lately, huh? It's, I'm going to be very careful with my words right now. And for those that are so thirsty, they want me to say their names, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Um, there's a lot of things going through my mind. Like I said, I want to be very careful with my words because there is one person who is a serious individual in this scenario. The rest, they're not. Never have been. Never will be. And it eats them up. It does. Now, so lately my name is everywhere, right? And people are trying their hardest to get views off of my name, putting my picture up, putting my name up and my picture up next to that weirdo Renegade Media. Ain't that a bitch, right? And trying to put me in the same category as that clown. Go look at his content and then look at mine. But we'll get back to content in a second. You know, it's funny how, recently, I'll say like over the last year, one of the things that a lot of these trolls and haters say is Dubs lies about everything. Dubs was never in any leadership positions. Dubs was never this. Dubs was never. I was a nobody in prison. Go to my content. You see me talk about it all the time. You also hear me say that I realize to be a somebody in prison is to be a nobody in life, because that ain't living. This out here is living. That's existing in a very treacherous world, right? But if we go back to what I'm talking about, Dubs is a liar, all his stories are fake and all this stuff, right? And then you had this guy come out of the woodwork who is a somebody for something I was never a part of. But I'm a topic of conversation. I wonder why. So this person says that he has spoken to people that are somebodies that know me personally. So which one is it? How would they know little old me if I'm a liar and I was never doing anything? Like, come on, guys. The beauty of this stuff is when someone puts themselves on social media, you can tear away the mythology. Listen to the words. Check out the actions and ask yourself, what is the motives? What's the motivation? It's a very strange, I was gonna do a video on how prison has changed from when I first went in to what I hear about now. And yeah, I get phone calls. I'm all over in prison, right? And back when everybody was slammed down, those individuals that didn't put in work yet, hadn't gone to the Bay, even vatos that went to the Bay and they never landed around any legends, there was a lot of mythology attached to certain groups and certain names. And then a strange thing happened. They let everybody out, which I'm glad they did. I never believed that human beings should be entombed like that, right? But for every action, there's a reaction. So everybody got out, and there's been a lot of whispers, a lot of phone calls, how people don't like the way things have gotten. I'm not in prison. So I'm like, hey, Holmes, it is what it is. Hey, just try to focus and, stay out of the way, right? The same exact thing's going to happen with social media. The way the mythology was stripped when you come in personal contact and have personal interactions, when people get on social media, the mythology goes out the window. You get to hear a person's words. You get to see the conduct. And then you get to answer the question, what's the motivation? My videos have always been to show people that's not the kind of life you want to live. You know, and all these people nowadays talking about, oh, Dub's gonna get smoked, Dub's gonna get killed. Listen, Holmes. If that happens, I died on the streets, eh? I was able to become a productive member of society. And whoever does get their way and they do whatever to me, well, hopefully you know what time it is in there, and you're able to go and sit down for that life sentence and politic and get politicked on, and good luck. But it's really, really, really strange that you have guys who have made videos naming organizations, naming members of organizations, bad mouthing organizations, and they're all in cahoots on this new let's talk bad about Dubs. That's very strange. You know, to say, hey, let's expose Dubs and then pit me with that other dude. I have to say we're both successful, and people are doing it for views, for clout, and that's fine. But like everything else, it will die down. But what won't die down is the impressions left on people's hearts and minds. Just like in there, when a situation is brewing, those involved are paying attention to the handshakes, to the fake smiles, the real smiles, seeing who's lining up with who. This is nothing new. Not to anybody that's been involved in that stuff. It is such a foreign thing that someone from something else speaks on someone else. I mean, a lot of people behind the walls are watching this. And, you know, what could wind up happening too is everybody I was doing things with, they know the truth. They know the reality of what happened with me. And I never sold anybody out. They can tell you that. And I'm actually surprised that they're not at least questioning why my name's being brought up. Because if I was to really go into details about a lot of stuff, people would be very upset. And one person would be the reason why I decided to, hey, let's have this conversation then, since people are begging for it. And I've been very, very respectful. Very respectful. My plan is to keep being respectful. And I just want everybody to pay attention to these channels that name names, who admit to the existence of certain things. Watch how right now they're part of the Ku Club. And Dubs ain't. It's a trip. But like I said, when there's a play in motion, sometimes people want to overlook the ugliest things about other people. But when you really look at it, who's playing whom? It's a trip how somebody supposedly standing on morals, the morals only apply in certain aspects, in certain situations. When you have all these other people who are fucking morally disgusting on the same side talking about this guy. It is what it is, eh? I have no hate in my heart for anybody. I let those guys, whoever they are that hate on me, take that poison every day. It's my video for today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love, man. I'm out of here.